rock stars. It's Amara. How are you? That was a mess over there. We were building a puzzle. It was fun. Anyway, I just wanted to stop in today. I'm cutting it close yet again. Another long day. But this time I actually wrote a little agenda, like a small, what do we talk about live? Could you read that really fast? Do you know everything we're talking about already? We're going to start with the fact that it is August, and I am so August ready. I don't know about all of you, but July was a challenging month for me, and I'm really, really ready for this August to just kick all the rock star awesomeness. And so I'm so excited about being in August, and I'm actually really curious. The kind of question I'm going to leave for this video is, what is it that you guys are most excited about in August, or what do you love about this month? Either of those things. I just think it's such a cool month to like transition from like the winter, like the winter time, like how much sun I've had recently, from crazy summertime into like the more autumning and autumny things. I recently was talking to one of my friends, and she mentioned that she was seeing a lot of things that had to do with Christmas, and I was telling her that I saw a lot of things that had to do with the autumn times that are happening, and it's just kind of wild that like those things are already in stores and we're just really technically in the middle of summer. So I don't know. Anyway, what are you guys thinking about with autumn? That's the first thing. Second is that I spent some time today with Parajetta, Danielle of Parajetta, this channel, and she and I are both on the board for the Seattle YouTube community, and we went and talked about what was coming for Seattle YouTube Day, which is going to be on November 3rd. It's going to be like a full day event this year. This is the second time we've ever done it. We're doing it at the Living Computer Museum. It's going to be exciting, and there will be more details to come. Where can you stay in contact with all of that information? You can check out Seattle YouTube on Facebook. There's a Facebook page, and if you are also a Seattle or like local Pacific Northwest creator, you can actually join the Seattle YouTube Facebook group, and that is a creator-only group. Like we do a lot to like make sure there's not spam in there and all those kinds of things, really to help creators connect. And in most cities, there's something kind of like that. But I'm part of the world that does the one that is here. So check that out and consider finding us. We're also on all the socials, all the usual suspects. You can find all that stuff up from the Facebook page posts. So anyway, Seattle YouTube Day is coming up, and I'm excited because there's great things that are coming and great big like announcements we'll get to do. And I'm amped about all of that stuff. So stick around for those things. I actually have a roundup of the last Seattle YouTube Day that is on my main channel. That's Amara in Seattle, and you guys can check that out. I will link it up here when eventually I come in and annotate things here. So other stuff going on. A really kind of funny moment that happened today. I was watching, I'm watching the Unbreakable? Yeah, I think so. Kimmy Schmidt. I was watching Kimmy Schmidt, and she had a moment where she was, I was watching like season 2, I think it's episode 8, and they were talking about all these old TV shows that used to be on, and lo and behold, Joshua Jackson appeared. Now, Joshua Jackson played Pacey on Dawson's Creek, and I don't want to spoil this because there's a small chance my friend Daniel will watch this, and Dania and I actually had a really long episode of our podcast, which is called Oh, I Love That Too. You can find it on Anchor and on iTunes. Anyway, we did a whole episode about Dawson's Creek in which Dania explained she is a big fan of Pacey and Joshua Jackson. So I was shocked and amazed to find this on Kimmy Schmidt, a show that Dania actually suggested to me after we saw the band that does the intro play live at VidCon. Not this last one, but the one before, 2017. And she kind of insisted I start watching this show, and then boom, there was Pacey. And so that was kind of like a crazy, wild moment, and I hope she gets to see that episode. So, and if you're a Dawson's Creek fan, you will probably like Kimmy Schmidt because it's really well written. That show is so smart, and I love the Titus Andromedon character. Do you guys, if you watch that, would you let me know in the comments below, like, what your favorite Kimmy Schmidt character is, or, like, Kimmy Schmidt moment? Just let me know. Spoilers, there may be spoilers in the comments, but that's, like, life, right? There's spoilers in the comments. That happens. Also, let's see here. I potentially found a sale. As I told you guys yesterday, I'm doing this project where I'm working to make money so that I can come to Australia and see my friends there, and I potentially found a sale for one of the items that I'm looking to get rid of, and I'm really excited. Actually, it's been already just a day or so, but like really, really enjoyable that this process. I forgot that I really love the buying and selling mechanism. I worked in retail a little bit, but I went to business school, and I've always kind of been a person that loved sales. I will someday talk about this on the new channel that's going to be starting somewhat soon, called Amara Doomlau, which is my human name, and that's my like grown-up professionalism. That's going to be a channel really about modern professionalism in a digital age. And on that channel, we will at some point talk about some of my job histories, because I've had so many interesting and like unique and strange jobs, as I know you guys probably have. I was actually just talking about that with someone today, that there are parts of your job that are the things you know. Like, you meet someone who's an accountant and you say, oh, okay, so you spend your time accounting for things. But then there's the part of their life that is like the individual stories of things that happened while they were doing accounting. And I think that's true for everybody. And I like those stories, the stories that make what a job really is clear to people, because there's like the skills that you use, the things that you do at a job, but there's also the things that happen when you have a job, or the environment that you work in. A job is so, like, such a small part of the process of having a position is the actual job itself. Part of it's the environment, the community, the way people work together, what people bring to the table, how driven everyone is. Anyway, we'll talk about stuff like that eventually on that channel, so you guys can look forward to that. It actually exists right now. I think you probably can subscribe to it. There's no real content on it, but there will be soon. And lastly, to make another bizarre twist and turn, you're on the vlog channel. That's what happens here. I would like to introduce you guys to somebody who is a new part of my life, my new pet. Not real. I will get an actual pet soon, but oh, this is Marcello. He's a little kiwi bird. I saw him. I was at a Crate and Barrel on my birthday, and he was a decoration to try and help sell furniture. And I know they sold him, like they sold versions of him. He was actually the floor display though, and this is kind of the way I am. I kind of really liked this particular one. Now, what I love about Marcello is a couple of things. One, how ridiculous is a kiwi bird as like a desk item? He's that like brown kind of 70s colored wood too. I think that's neat. But the real reason that I thought he was so cool is he's kind of exactly what I love. He's a combination of things that are like silly and fun and playful and strange, and also he's meant to be a professional like business on a shelf object. And I love that he's like the mullet. He's the mullet of desk creatures. He's a little bit business, business in the front and like rock and roll in the back, or whatever the mullet thing is. I don't know, I've never had one, don't necessarily intend to. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. Ugh. Anyway, not for me. Some people be rocking hairstyles that are not mine. I don't know. It's not my jam. But anyway, that's Marcello, and he's kind of like a representation of that. And as I am getting rid of things that are parts of the life I didn't want to have, every once in a while I find something that's kind of speaks to me in the life that I do want. And I love the idea that Marcello right now lives in my little home office on my desk and is, just sitting there a little more professional than where he's being shot, like where things are happening. And he's like very professional in my like very DIY home office. And someday I really hope that he is on the shelf that I have that's full of the things that have to do with the wonderful adventures we've had here, or through the making of things, or through the other channel, or through business ventures of mine and ventures of mine, and just things that are amazing life experiences. So I hope that he's kind of the overseer of that. He's like he's the lurch. He's the butler, the watcher of those things. So anyway, that's Marcello. Seattle YouTube Day stuff is happening. All kinds of stuff is happening. One of the things that's cool about shooting these videos on my phone, which, by the way, thanks you guys for being part of this, because I'm still learning this. Like, I just now remembered, oh yeah, there are filters on here. Let me pick one. There we go. So one of the things I think is so cool about this and doing this on the phone is that you guys, I'm getting to try this out, but that you get like text messages in the middle. Do you guys know the song The Middle? That was kind of a thing on at VidCon US this year for the group of friends I was hanging out with. And you want to hear that story, something a little more traditional vloggy, meaning like edited footage that's like cut together. You can check out, I think it's 2 videos back. It's not the first one from Veda, but the one before that. You can see it's called like OMG, The Real Truth About VidCon. That video actually has a little piece of my friends kind of trying to like it explains a little bit of seeing the inside joke that is the song The Middle and how my friends were playing around with that at VidCon. So anyway, that's what I got for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. I have to go find some things to sell so I can see you guys in Australia at the end of the month. Let's do this. Bye, y'all. Woo! It's always weird because did you see that I tried to exit out like you exit for like YouTube videos that are not live, but like that's not stopping it. So it's like, oh, and I'm holding the phone with the other hand. So, so this is how I exit out here in this one. I am sure I want to stop streaming, but I'm still streaming right now. Well, there's a pop-up that I'm deciding it's like cancel, end, cancel, end.